We talk about dreams that indicate happiness and life business. There are dreams that blossom in the dream that are good news for dear brothers and sisters to live and sing the praises of God. There are so many prophecies or visions that come to many people that they don't know that it will bring prosperity and that the person will have a lot of money. But dear brothers and sisters, we must know that there are things or reasons that we have to take that lead to livelihood. We have to take food grounds. Your reservation is booked, but we have to be in the grounds. So it doesn't work to just sit around and say we've seen it if it's going to stay with us or not. These visions are not necessarily sexual or erotic. If you have a vision of one of them, you will certainly be rewarded. You may see that it is good for you, and you may find that you need reasons or things to do in order for God to bless you and sustain you. Like a landscape gardener in a dream. You see yourself tilling the ground or digging the ground in a dream. This is a good view if it indicates the beginning of a new phase and the beginning of a life. There is food coming for you and something good for you. Or it could be that you are taking out a living wage. It means you see yourself working in that field for a reason, which will lead to a living. Also see gift in dream. You find someone calling you in your sleep. You immediately know that this is your next day and that it is best day. It indicates wealth. You'll make a lot of money. But as we said, it also takes livelihoods. It is not good to look at the picture and say that we are not saved. There are reasons to live with it. You can just sit at home and say, enough is enough until I get there. You have to look around the country to go to work to see what you can do. It doesn't help if you stay seated. We also sometimes see the deceased handing us gifts in a dream. The gift of this deceased is also a very large amount of money. And of course, not everything in life is money. A livelihood can be a challenge to be a good wife or a good husband. There are so many varieties of sustenance. It is important that something good comes of it. Fruits, including bananas, are also good sights. Bananas in a dream. Several commentators have spoken of him as the future king who sees the vision. One sees a vision of a banana in a dream. It is bought by a relative or a deceased person. Or a banana planted by a peasant or something. It has a very nice view showing the approaching food. Or show wealth. It is possible to have money very soon without having money with someone who has nothing. So he knows that money comes from God. By looking at bananas. There are also beautiful visions that foretell prosperity and wealth in Bazanala. Many people see it and are unaware that it is a sign of prosperity. A vision is the sight of a faucet in a dream, or sometimes the faucet that lets down water in a dream. It's a beautiful sight. You find yourself with the faucet in your hand. Or see the faucet symbol in a dream. And it's dripping with water. You know you're going to have your hands up. He will be a generous owner who will distribute his wealth to many people according to the will of God. It means that there are people who will benefit from your livelihood. You can be a successful businessman and make money. A millwright could be the owner of a farm mill or one of a number of important businesses. People will take from you and eat from your side. See the faucet that is the water tap. Whether you see it or you are in your house or you are in your car or you are on your land. That's a very good thing to say about God. Our Lord will give you a long life, and you will be rich in extraordinary riches which will be very short in God's will. But as we said, you also have to take into account the reasons. Mirrors in a dream are also good visions. You find yourself receiving an inheritance in a dream. Sometimes people already have an inheritance, but she can't get her rights back, or her payments are still late. You can see that you have already taken your glasses. I owned land and I owned a house. I already had a car with money in it. You may find yourself cultivating on this inherited land. So you know you're getting a break. He will certainly return. A very good vision. By the grace of God, the lewd and lascivious pleasures are allowed. Either you get your share in a dream or you get your bear in a dream. You know immediately that you are blessed by God. Also, good views. Dreaming of business. You find yourself buying and selling in a dream. She sells things and buys things. It's a beautiful vision, but sometimes the sale itself is a little worrying, but it's a business if you see yourself as the owner of a grocery store or a farm or something and you trade in it and you know immediately that you will be the owner of the business and you are receiving a wide livelihood if God wills it. You will get it. This is through the view of the shop. You buy and sell in the dream. Sometimes people see her selling her old clothes as a sign of the end of the troubles and the end that you will get rid of bad things in your life. Or old things in your life that you'll get rid of because of old memories. Like what? Old troubles and nothing but God. The vision of the business holds as much meaning as anything. The thing that He has provided. The second thing is to get rid of something in your life. That would have caused you problems and that would have caused you to speak that way. Also see traveling in a dream. Traveling is known to be a very good sight. Well, if I find myself in another country, will it be for a day or two? Any appearance of a travel bug in a dream suggests that an important change is coming. Whatever kind of change this is, it's good news for you. The end of an end is the end of a problem. There is also a next day. It means to see someone traveling in the same direction as you are going. Some people see themselves as having traveled to work in a certain profession or in a certain place before. Sit at that desk. It is, of course, a vision that indicates that God will provide, end the problem, end suffering, and bring about a change for the better.